Peter here with Denmark captain Michael Pedersen after the team's 56-run win by Duckworth-Lewis method over the USA here at World Cricket League Division 4 Malaysia. Congratulations, being named man of the match as well for your half century. Last year in Hong Kong, you also scored a half century against the USA in the win in the group stage against them. Early on in the innings, you guys looked like you were being fairly methodical, fairly just trying to play out, get yourselves in. What was the strategy over the early part of the innings, and what kind of target were you looking to set around the 20 over mark?
What we talked a lot about this morning after losing a toss was obviously making sure we got through the first 10-15 overs where the ball was going to do a bit, and I think the openers did a really good job. We didn't have too much focus on a specific target because we didn't quite know what the wicket was going to be like, and with the game yesterday at this ground in mind, with 120 being a tough target, I think we were quite happy just to make sure that we didn't lose too many wickets. Around the midway mark, we knew it was going to be tough as well, but we wanted to play positive cricket, and that's what the middle order did, so we were quite happy with our finish.
If you had won the toss, would you have also fielded first?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure. My gut feeling said batting, but I think we had a long chat this morning, me and myself and the coaches, and we considered bowling as well. So I'm not too sure, to be honest.
When you were out there at the crease, you seemed to bat in fairly fluent fashion, and even before you, you had Freddie Clocker out there who batted fairly easily for his runs, and also Andreas Lambert scored a half century. It didn't look like there was a whole lot of pressure being applied out there by USA in the field, either with the bowlers or with the fielders. I mean, what was your impression watching from inside, and then when you were out there, did you feel pressured at all?
To be honest, I actually think the Americans bowl well, especially the paces. They were really hard to get away as the wicket was a bit too paced. But what we talked a lot about was making sure we were picking up our singles and we were pushing the ones into twos, and twos into threes obviously, and then I'll try and put the bad ball away. What then happened during the game was I guess a bit harsh on the Americans because it was really tough out there. It was really warm with the humidity today. The sun never got through, and I spoke with a couple of the American boys during my innings as well, and we were all struggling. We were all struggling with the heat.
Somehow you managed to make it through. You scored a half century for yourself. You posted 244 for 9 was the final total. At that point, how confident were you during the innings break that was a dependable total?
We knew it was going to be a testing target. Our game plan when we bowled was to make sure we got through the first 10 overs. I guess, we knew the Americans were going to come all guns blazing and try and put as many runs on the board in the early overs. What we then talked about and have talked about pre-game was making sure that when the spinners came on, we were able to drag it back. And for us, that means bowling dots, because the dots will create wickets. And I was pleased with the way Aftab bowled from one end today. He struggled a bit first up, but came back really well and managed to get a few overs in, and then we just changed it around with the spinners after that.
Talking about bringing the spinners on to kind of drag the game back your way and also to keep the scoring rate 10. Were you aware of the potential for rain? I mean, was that factoring into your plans at all?
We hadn't talked about it, not at all. Over the last few days we haven't seen rain, so we knew it was about, but to be honest we haven't discussed it at all. When it came in from one side of the ground, we knew it was there and thereabouts, and we managed and really worked hard to make sure that we got the overs in to hit that 20 over mark.
You guys are 2-0 now. What's your outlook? How confident are you that you're going to finish in the top 2 now?
To be honest, I think the tournament is still very open. Malaysia and Singapore, who we have in the next 2 games, are obviously used to the conditions here, and we're still trying to get used to it. So far we've done really well, and we want to kick on from that and making sure we keep our standards up in the next 2 games, and obviously the last one as well.
All right, Denmark captain Michael Pedersen, congratulations again on the win and the Man of the Match award.
Thank you very much.